very special story. It's a small Wiltshire village from where many young men left to fight in World War I. 18 of them never came home.
Now the people of BroadChalke are remembering those who were lost with a special installation in the parish church.
Silhouettes have been set up to remember their sacrifice.
We went through the 1911 census and I made a list of all the young men in the village who would have been eligible to join up in 1914. When the young men go to war, if they'd spent all their life in a village like BroadChalke, and Salisbury was probably the furthest they'd ever been, this was a great adventure. It was an opportunity to see the world. So they went off full of enthusiasm, and that's the sad bit, really. We have 18 that died.
One is my grandfather, which was Frank Loader. His brother, Frederick Wyndham Loader, which was my great-uncle, and also my great-uncle on my mother's side. It just means that anybody who comes in can just see how a village lost its population of young men. This was taken before my grandfather went to the front. It's my grandmother, my grandfather and my father as a little boy. This is the last photo of them all together because Frank never came back. He died in the third battle of the Somme and they just drowned in mud. And there was no body found, and he is commemorated on the Tynecock Memorial.
I've seen people's faces as they walk round over the last few days, and it takes a very strong person not to be touched by this. It really is very emotive. These were real people. These men are dead, yes, but part of them is still here in the village, really.
We've been to Tynecock quite a few times, and every time I take a poppy that's been on BroadChalke War Memorial out to Belgium, and then they go onto their graves, so they have a bit of BroadChalke back out in Belgium, so they're not forgotten. They left such big holes in the villages, all the young men had gone. We have to remember them.
Very poignant story, and what a wonderful way of remembering.
Absolutely.
And just to let you know, that's at All Saints Church. You might want to go there. It's in BroadChalke, which is also the village which is hosting the Chalke Valley History Festival, where we can now find Sarah Farmer, who has got the weather forecast for tonight. And it's looking gorgeous there, Sarah.
It is absolutely glorious here at the Chalke Valley History Festival. This year they're celebrating local heroes, including the authors William Golding and Terry Pratchett. And you can take your pick, just about every era. You could find something to relive that moment in history. You can get up close with the biplanes and the tanks. You can take a tour through the trenches or taste medieval cuisine. There'll be battle reenactments, and at the weekend they're hoping to take to the skies with some flight displays. And of course it's all eyes on the skies for the forecast in these next few days. We do have more of these warm, sunny conditions to come.